How's it going, everyone? Welcome to an episode in the evening of Rants About Tech Live. I'm Roderick, and this is an episode for November 23rd, Saturday. Good day for a live stream. First one in the evening, too, so this should be fun. I'm hoping to learn a lot. I'm expecting something bad to happen, like something's going to go down, a break or something, but, you know, we're good to go for right now, and we're pushing on. Do we have anybody in the chat right now? We do. We got one person or two people maybe in the chat right now. How you guys doing? Good evening. Glad you could join me. I appreciate you. I typically go over some things like when I'm doing the morning show. Like if you guys don't know, I do a morning show from Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. till about noonish. Sometimes 11:30. Sometimes it goes beyond that. You just never know. It just seems like I never get to the stuff I want to get to as well, which is another thing. So we're going to try to stick to the script here. We got a list of things we want to hit. So we're going to try to get to that and keep it simple. But yeah, so how you guys doing this evening? I hope you're doing okay. I'm in Philadelphia right now. It's been cloudy the last couple of days. So I'm hoping that you guys are having better weather than I'm having right now. Just let's start off with some of the. I usually start off with like a national and international holidays during the live stream. So looked up what today was, and we got them. So today is International Survivors of Suicide Loss Day. So if you guys have loved ones or know people who have suffered loss in that kind of way, definitely reach out if you haven't in a while. This is a day for something like that. And also it is International Adoption Day. No national holidays today. No federal U.S. holidays today. These are all international. International Adoption Day. So a good service matching people who can't have children with people who, for whatever circumstance or reason, can't take care of the child that they have. And it's just a match. It's a matchup that's made it happen for those people. So that's something I wanted to bring light to. National Espresso Day. Leave it to espresso to break up a perfectly serious conversation, right? Espresso. But whatever. We got National Espresso Day. What else we gonna hit up here? If you guys didn't know, I have shirts that I have on the website to help support the channel and the things that I do here. Pins are over there as well on the website. I've been thinking about whether I want to put nibs up there. I'm not sure if I want to do that or not, but we'll see. But nibs are up there, or maybe up there on the website pretty soon. But check that out. I'll actually put that. It's rantsaboutTech.com. So if you guys want to check that out, definitely do that. Tech.com. Just to throw it in the chat. What else we got here? Memberships are coming. So I just wanted to bring that out there. Memberships are coming. I'm going to do a 99-cent membership. And it's just going to be no exclusivity. So it's no exclusive content. It's just about member perks, essentially. Member badges, emojis for members, priority and like I think it's priority reply and comments. Like, and I'll be able to know who those people are because they'll have membership badges. What else? Member only polls. That's the big one for me. Like, that's what I really wanted to do. Just like I would do it for no money, but they make you charge something to even have a membership. So there you go. But but the membership polls are what I really want to do because there's certain things I want to ask the audience, just the subscribers of the channel or people who are like want to like see the channel do well or help the channel grow. Just ask those people questions about how they feel about certain things that I'm doing. Because a lot of the time, all of YouTube doesn't want to or need to know that kind of thing. But there's a small group of people who do watch your content that do want to contribute in that kind of way. And for those people, those are the people I want to kind of do this thing for. So, and that's what I'm kind of offering there for perks. There is one more perk for that that I can't put there. I put it in there and it caused all kind of problems, or else I would have done this last week. But there is a perk to where if I'm doing live streams where there are going to be like a giveaway of some kind, and what I mean by giveaway essentially is just like I'm going to do prototypes of some things that I'm coming out with and that I'm creating myself for people out there who may find what I'm creating for myself useful for them as well. So things like that. So t-shirts too. So I am giving away a t-shirt for the membership live that's coming this Saturday. So this Monday I'll launch the membership, and the Saturday following that I'll do a live stream, and that live stream is going to be on the, what is that, the 30th. So the membership will launch on the 25th, which is Monday, and then the live stream for the launch of the membership will be on the 30th. So that Saturday following, same time as the live stream started today. So there'll be a t-shirt giveaway for that live stream. There'll be prototype giveaways for a product that I'm making for myself, to, like I said, that other people may find useful too. And I want to make it the best it can be. So I'm going to be giving out 2 prototypes to people if they're members and if they're in a live stream. So that's the perk. If you're a member and you're in a live stream where I'm doing something like that, you're automatically entered to be in the running for something like that. So, and because I only have 2 prototypes to give, and there'll probably be more people than I have prototypes that want them, I'm just gonna like do a raffle, and then 2 people will get those to test and let me know how they feel about them. What else we got here? I think that's all of the stuff I wanted to get out of the way up front. Oh, I'll be going to CES. So let's pull up CES here. I'll be going to CES in Las Vegas, January 7th through 10th. So I'll be a VIP at CES. And if you don't know what CES is, it's a consumer electronics show where a lot of the big names in electronics go there to show off their new tech for the year. And like I said, I'll be a VIP, so I'll have access to product launch exhibits. I'll have access to a lot of the demos that they'll be doing, some of those behind closed doors. So that'll be kind of exciting. And more importantly for you guys, I'll have access to some of the eInk corporations that are in the industry. So I'll be able to maybe get an interview or 2 with somebody of influence in the eInk community. So, but yeah, so that's what I'm going to be doing right there. But I also wanted to know what you guys thought. Like, what should I be trying to do? Like, if you guys have an idea of what I should be trying to do while I'm there, throw it in the comments if you're seeing this after the fact, or throw it in the chat if you're here now, and let me know how you feel about that. Like, what should I be doing? Because I don't know. This is all new to me. This is all new. So, but that's one thing I do want to do. But I do want to go to some booths and check out, some of these companies that we talk about all the time that I may be able to get a word or 2 with some people, or show some products that are, coming down the pipeline, that kind of thing. But yeah, any point you guys want to throw something down there, I'll be happy to get those suggestions. If you guys didn't see, I did a video on the Note Air 4C. I'm sorry, you guys. The sound went out on me for a moment there. My bad. Yeah, this new like app I'm using to do sounds is not working correctly. So I'll keep an eye on it to make sure that it doesn't drop out on me again. But if it does do it, I'll just stop this new like sound thing I got going on here. Um, all right. Can you guys hear me okay? If hey, what's going on, brother? How you doing? Can you hear me okay? Am I okay in the chat right now? I had a problem with the sound just now. It kind of dropped out on me. I'm not sure when it happened, so I'm gonna try to keep my eye on this sound right here. All right, there we go. So at least I can see it when it does stop. I don't even know where it stops, so I don't even know where to start now. I appreciate you letting me know there, Larry. Thanks a lot, brother. I appreciate you. But yeah, so like I don't know where it went out. I was going to. I was on a roll. But I'm going. All right, so let's start over. I'm going to CES. So I'm going to CES, and if you guys have any suggestions for me while I'm at CES, let me turn the volume down here because I think it's a little too loud, or it might be. Um, yeah, if you guys have any suggestions about what I could do, like, cause I mean, I'm new to this, so I'm not sure what I should be doing at CES. I'll be VIP and press, so I'll get access to like product launches or product demos. Maybe some behind closed door product demos. Oh, did I cut out at the 4C? Oh, I was done with CES. Okay, thank you, because I didn't want to go back over that again. So the Note Air 4C, I did a video on that, and it looks like uh, people were really receptive to it. I was explaining some of the problems I was having with the Notes app, and it looks like it was a pretty widespread issue that other people were having as well. So, yeah, I mean, anyone in the chat having those kind of issues, or have you anyone in the chat seen the video yet? If not, definitely check it out. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go ahead and I'll link that. Why not? But yeah, so it's one of those things where um it's it's device breaking almost for me. I do fan on tech, brother. But yeah, it's one of those. The app kept breaking. The Notes app just kept crashing on me, so I couldn't get it to work reliably, and that was an issue. But I do want to bring up the video here. Let me bring up YouTube, and I'll link the video um, in the chat here. But the question now, and the biggest question I get now from people in the comments is, what should we do now? That's like the biggest thing. That's what's up, Mashup Mike. I appreciate you. I appreciate. I mean, I like to think that I'm putting good information out there that people would want to watch more than once, because maybe you didn't get something, or maybe it's something you want to go back to and learn something else that you didn't know, that maybe didn't resonate with you the first time you saw it. So I appreciate that. I really do appreciate it. I put a lot of time into the videos too, so I thank you guys for appreciating that. But yeah, so that video, the biggest piece of feedback I got, and I'm gonna get that here and link it. But the biggest piece of feedback I got was that people were wondering whether they should keep theirs or sell it. So that's a link to the video if you guys haven't seen it. It's super interesting. But it literally on camera, device crashes twice, and so that was definitely surprising for me. And like I said, people's question now is what should they do, or are we gonna, or is everyone selling their devices now, or are we keeping them? Um, and I have that dilemma myself. Like I don't know what to do. Like I have my Note Air 3C up on eBay right now. I don't have any offers yet, but it's on eBay right now. Um, and what I do have an offer on, and what I need to talk to everyone about is my Tab Mini C. My Tab Mini C is on eBay right now, and I have an offer that I can accept right now and be done with it. But I'm like, man, if I don't keep the Note Air 4C, I don't have a color device that I like using. Because I definitely don't like using the Note Air 3C if I can get away with it. As if I can get away with it, you know what I mean? Yeah, that was with the cutting content. Exactly. Mashup Mike says was asking about the which video I was talking about. Gregory McWilliams, glad you could join us. I appreciate you joining us this evening. I tried a little to replicate, but couldn't. Yeah, you know the thing is, if it's not happening to you, thank goodness. Like you don't have a dilemma, my brother. You don't have a dilemma. um, well, I have reset it. I have done a reset. That didn't fix the issue. Um, I use layers though as well, and other people who, like I said, a lot of people in the comments were saying that they were having the same issue. Like, there was one person that went in the comments and she was like, she did a whole write up on Reddit about it. So it's not an isolated incident. It's definitely happening to more people than just me. And I thought it was maybe because I was using layers or whatever, but these people that were in the comments, they didn't say anything about layers. I mean, they could have been using layers as well. But yeah, so I don't know. I got a dilemma. Do I sell it? Do I send it back before my return period is over and just deal with the Note Air 3C for now? Because like that's my only option. Like I gotta have a color device that I can write on. So and that's the only one on the market right now that I like. So yeah, I mean I don't know what to do. I'm at a loss. What should I do, you guys? Chat, help me out. Like I don't know what to do. Do I keep it and wait for like a? As a matter of fact, uh, a Boox representative responded to the young lady who was in the comments and said that she had the problem. She did a whole write up on it. Boox representative responded to her post, or an Onyx representative responded to her post and said that there would be a firmware update fixing the issue, but they didn't give her a time frame for that. I guess she asked and said she didn't get a response. Uh, I have both 3C and 4C too. Trying to decide. Books won't take it back. Won't take back my 4C. Return to Amazon is closing soon. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. My return window on Amazon is closing soon. Like, what do I do? I got a week to make this decision. And then what do I do if I get an offer on my 3C? Do I take it down now because of these problems? Do I just snatch it off of eBay now before it sells? Because I just thought, just initially, from my initial testing and stuff and research that I was doing on the device, I thought I was just going to blow everything out of the water. I'm looking at the Remarkable Paper Pro like, oh, you disgust me. Now I'm looking at the Remarkable Paper Pro like, oh, I love you. Come. Come. You know, it's like, man. But yeah, so I don't know. um, can it be fixed though? What do you guys think? Can it be fixed? That's another thing. Is there a reasonable expectation that this is going to be fixed? That's another thing. If I had any idea about whether this would be fixed or not, I'd keep the 4C and sell the 3C to like now. You know what I'm saying? I hate the 3C software too. I'm so glad to hear you say that, Gregory. Where you been, brother? It feels like I've been fighting that fight by myself this whole time. So I'm glad to know that there's somebody else out there that feels the same way about the Note OS that I do. CJ, what's going on? Glad you can make it. Oh, I lost order for a second. Oh, well, I'm glad it's not terminal. I'm glad it's not terminal. It's been doing crazy stuff lately. So But if it goes out, you guys let me know. How's the volume? Is the volume okay? Is it too loud? Because it looks like my meters are going crazy right here. But I monitored it earlier and it was like reasonable. So, but if it's too loud, let me know. All right. So, like I said, we'll work on that. We'll figure that out. Next thing we got on the agenda here is should we poke around with the Neo Reader? Oh, thanks, Greg. I appreciate it. Yeah. I thought you were new to this whole thing, so that's why I was gingerly approaching the subject that you were bringing up. But I'm glad to see you're a veteran of this whole situation. You know what to expect when you get here. It's not a shock. Oh, yeah. You know what though? Um, Maybe it's device specific. We'll find out. We'll find out here. I did receive an update, and we'll talk about that too. I got that on the list. They did release an update. I mean, it's nothing to do with what we're talking about here, but they did release an update. And listen, if I could get if I could send this back, get another device, and it worked perfectly, I'm happy. I just want it to work. Like, I'm not anti. I'm rooting for the 4C. I want it to be great because I'm tired of the 3C. I don't like it. But it's the only option here if you want color and you want it to be a writable surface. That's your really only option with decent software. All right. Yeah. Should we poke around on the Neo Reader? Is that worth it? I mean, are we? Mashup Mike, what do you got? Have you tried the Neo Reader to any extent to know whether it has any issues? I've been poking around on it. I haven't noticed anything weird. Not especially nothing like the Notes app. CJ says I was just looking at the Quaderno A4. A4 size color e-ink made by Fujitsu just announced this week. What? No, I haven't heard about that, CJ. I'm glad you told me. I didn't even know they were still making Quadernos. I thought I thought the last Quaderno they made was like 20 years ago, and they were like, "Oh, that'll last us for the next 50 years. We don't need to update it." Because I hadn't heard anything new from them. How do you rate the 4C versus the Go 10 for Remarkable or Remarkable Paper Pro? Well, it's hard to rate the Aligo. Welcome, first of all, to the chat. Thank you for coming. It's hard to rate the 4C, and this Aligo says, how do you rate the 4C versus the Go 10.3 or the Remarkable Paper Pro? It's hard. First, you have to just take the Go 10.3 out of that conversation. It blows both of those things out of the water. So it's an unfair it's an unfair battle. Those other two devices are working with handicaps, so off the top, it's a no go. So the Go 10.3 destroys both of those. So just take that out of now. Taking that out of the equation, now we can talk. Now there's a conversation. The 4C versus the Remarkable Paper Pro, as it is right now, in my experience, the Remarkable Paper Pro all day, because you can write on it, cut, paste. Like I got layers on layers right now on the Remarkable Paper Pro. It doesn't skip a beat. And with the infinite scroll, I'm going to talk about that too. That's on the list. I actually put stuff in the description today, guys. I actually put a whole little thing in the description. How are we doing here? Okay, we got 11 people in here. Welcome to the people who've come since I lost and then regained audio. Welcome. Thank you for coming. This is my first evening time stream. So we're trying to get it right here. It's going pretty well, though. It's not going too bad. I hope I helped you, Aligo. I hope that helped. It probably didn't, though. But that's the gist of it, though. Yeah, listen. When situations change, my opinion changes with the situations. I don't have a hard opinion. Everything's fluid. Like I may think something one day, get new information, and change it that same day. Now tomorrow I'm thinking something different. So I appreciate that. I'm glad I helped. All right. So, all inner movements. What's going on? Appreciate you. Appreciate you joining us. Thank you. Remarkable Paper Pro is also great for reading PDFs. Really the best at that and annotations. I agree. I can't argue with that either. I second that. I've been saying that though. I've been saying that for PDFs, especially the Remarkable Paper Pro. For PDFs, it's the best. Now, now we might be going a little far talking about the annotating. We may be taking it a stretch too far with the annotating. But for PDF viewing, getting information, gleaning, yes, absolutely, the best. And the Remarkable, in my opinion, the Remarkable 2, visuals wise, I don't think anything could touch it. Still, in PDF visuals, like that's only one device that's only one device I even think would even be in that conversation with the Remarkable 2, even with all of these new devices that are out. And that's the Penstar eNote. The image it produces for PDFs, sublime. Sublime. And I'm telling that, and the only device I would even put in the conversation with the Remarkable 2 is that device for PDF viewing. Now let's just be clear. We're just talking about PDF viewing here, okay? Don't go crazy. What is the best non-remarkable for PDFs? Aligo. The best non-remarkable for PDFs? Yeah, that's it. The eNote. The eNote is the best non-remarkable for PDFs. The thing though, it's there's a caveat though. The visuals is what I'm talking about. Just visuals and tools. It destroys the remarkable for tools, and it rivals the remarkable for PDF visuals. And it's the only device I would even put in that conversation. If someone mentions the Supernote, I'm gonna lose it. I'm gonna lose it. Don't even do it, Ed. Don't tell Ed I said that. But yeah, so I mean that's how I feel about the Remarkable there. We got other Remarkable talk to get to as well, because I mean I've been enjoying the Remarkable lately. Aligo says, "What's the best?" Mashup says, "Is Go." Now the Go 10.3 is good. The Go 10.3 is good, but if we're just talking about visuals, the Go 10.3 can't even touch the Remarkable. I don't think the Go 10.3 can even. The Go 10.3 can't even deal with the Viwoods, the AI paper, and PDF. Just visuals though. The Go 10.3 is good, and in my opinion, like if someone asks me what's the best example of eInk today, I'm going to point to the Go 10.3 and say that right there is the best example of eInk note taking today. Period. That's the all around. That's the all around answer though. But once you start breaking it down into different categories, now it doesn't win everything. It doesn't win every category in my book. All in our movement says Remarkable 2 is so good for the pen feel for me. I do my journaling on it and take it everywhere. Remarkable Paper Pro is more niche, limited use case. Have you tried the Remarkable Paper Pro? Because I'm telling you, if you like pencil and paper feel, to me, the Remarkable 2 doesn't come close to Remarkable Paper Pro for feel. But you know what they should have done, though, in my opinion? So here, I'm going to show you guys this right here. So we got the Remarkable. Can we get a? All right. I think we're back with the sound. Okay. All right. I don't know what I gotta fix that. I don't know what's going on with the sound intermittently here. But let's gingerly put this up here so I have a background and still have sound. Okay. All right. So what we have here is the Remarkable. Can we move this up a little bit? Oh, we still have sound. Good deal. All right. So this is the Remarkable 2 pen pencil marker right here. Their plus one they got. This one here is the Remarkable Paper Pro pen right here. I I don't know if they have versions. If it is, this is the Pro version. But anyway, the eraser on the Pro one is not as good as the eraser on the Remarkable 2 here. I'm telling you. This Remarkable 2 eraser feels like rubber on the surface. So my thing is, they got the Remarkable Paper Pro pen here, which has this awesome nib. I'm not sure if you guys can see this nib. This nib is amazing. I love this nib. I want this nib on everything, but you can only get it here. I don't even know what it is. But anyway, if they had the nib on this Remarkable Paper Pro pen here, if they had this nib with the eraser that comes with the Remarkable 2 pen, we might have something really special. I might dare say, I might give that my stamp of approval for being the best pen ever made for a Wacom tablet. It might, because then you'd have that tip that has that pencil type feel, and then you'd have an actual pencil feeling like eraser, like a rubber eraser. Oh my goodness. I understand why they probably didn't put that rubber feel on the Paper Pro one, because I don't know, it feels like a rubber eraser. And people, some people probably didn't like that. I think if they were going for authentic, that's what they would have done. They could have made this thing amazing. I mean, it's good. They could have made it amazing. Let's go to the chat here. What do we got? Remarkable Paper Pro is too simple for me. Well, Gregory, that's Gregory right there. Well, Gregory, I'll say this. You know what? Let's save that, because that's on the list, Gregory. That's on the list of things I'm going to talk about. We're going to talk about that, okay? We'll get back to that. Put a pin in that. We'll circle back. I have both the All in the Movement says I have both the Remarkable 2 and the Paper Pro, but I prefer Remarkable 2's feel and the way the ink is so crispy. I can agree with that. I like the crispiness of the ink on the Remarkable 2 as well, and the fact that it's actually black. Like, I'll write my stuff on the Remarkable 2, and if I need to do color, then I'll just open it on the Remarkable Paper Pro. But if I'm writing it, it's written on the Remarkable 2, because the ink is actually black. It looks better. You don't get the flashing, unnecessary, unwarranted flashing. I'm like, I'm not even using color right now. Why are you flashing? But they do. But the thing is, but you know what? I guess everything on the Remarkable Paper Pro is color, because it can't produce black. It can only produce a dark blue. I know, Mashup Mike. I hate erasers. I know. But that's the thing, right? It's like I was forced to use the Remarkable Paper Pro because I'm going through the operating system, just doing my write-up for it, and I was using it exclusively for about a week there, and so I had to use the eraser. It's the Remarkable that taught. But you know what, though? I didn't have an eraser on the Remarkable 2 when I first got it. The pen that I got with it was the normal pen without the eraser. The pen that I have now, they've since sent me a pen. They were like, we see that you have the crappier pen and that you hate it because you talk so much crap about it. Can we send you something else that we think that you won't actually talk crap about? I was like, yes, send it. I'll still talk crap, but if you think I won't, whatever. But I'm not talking crap because I like it. The eraser makes all the difference on the Remarkable. On the Remarkable. That's it. But anyway, I had to use it, so it makes all the difference. And the feel is what I really liked. When I felt that it felt like rubber. It's one thing when you get a piece of hard plastic scratching or rubbing against another piece of hard, like, glass. That's one thing. But when you actually get a eraser rubber type feel. Oh, what's going on, Christina Ray? How you doing? Good. Thanks for joining us. Good evening. Let's look at the chat here. What we doing? How we doing over here? We're doing good. We're doing good. How you guys? If you're just joining us, appreciate you. We're just ranting about Remarkable 2 pens. Nothing special. I mean, it is special, but we're not doing anything special. How's it going, Amanda? Thanks for joining us. I'm getting flack for my I'm getting flack for my flip flopping on erasers here. Like with new information, I changed my mind. I changed my mind. I'm not like totally on Team Eraser. I'm just like half and half right now. Put it like this: if I were to make my own pen right now, I'd make two: one with an eraser and one without, just because. That's what's up. Cause I appreciate you all and all of the movements. Love it when you catch when I catch your live streams. By the way, eInk nerdy is at its best, dude. I love eInk, and I'm nerdy as crap. So definitely, it's a it's a twofer. Gregory says use my remarkable two pen for my Note Air 4C. Love it. Yes, but you know what though? Okay, now I'm gonna now I'm gonna say something. Mash up Mike. He's like, huh. What, bro? What? But I will say this. Now, I don't use felt. Now, my bigger problem with the standard stock pens, the bigger issue is the felt. I just, I get why companies do it, right? It's not expensive. It won't, you know, make you feel like it won't scratch the screen because I'm here to tell you folks, nothing is going to scratch the screen of these things. All of these devices now the common misconception is that hard nibs scratch these screens. That's not true. That used to be the case, and that's where this misconception came from. When they were first making these devices and people were writing on them, they weren't putting films on a lot of these devices. They were just you were writing on the actual displays almost like there you know what I mean were no glass layers over them. Um, or if it was the glass layers themselves were textured. Right now, all of these devices, I'm not sure about the Remarkable Paper Pro. The Remarkable Paper Pro, I, I don't know that I feel like I read somewhere that their texture on their screen is actually etched. But the hard nibs won't scratch the screens. Like they all have plastic layers over them, over the actual glass. So this is the situation. So the situation is they have a layer of the display, which typically the layer that of the display that you are looking at could be a couple of things. It could be the Mobius plastic, which is flexible, or the glass, which is not flexible, just rigid. But above that, you have sometimes you have a lens over that. Like some companies will put a lens over the Mobius display, which is basically what they call it a lens, but basically it's a glass, a really thin glass layer. And then on top of that glass layer, you have a plastic writing film, a really thin one, but it's there. And that's the surface that you're writing on. Back in the day, they didn't have that. You were just writing on the display, and eventually, with these hard nibs people started using, the display started getting scratched, and that's where this misconception came from. Okay, so yeah, that's what I thought. I knew I had read it somewhere that the Remarkable Paper Pro. So Gregory says Voya said the Remarkable Paper Pro is etched, and like I said, I do remember reading that somewhere. I just don't remember where. But yeah, I do remember reading somewhere that is like nano etched glass that they have on theirs. But and for that reason, and the Remarkable 2 as well, like the Remarkable 2, they say has a layer over it. I don't know if that's true because when I put ceramic on that, it feels and sounds like I'm writing on glass. So I hate that and I don't use it on the Remarkable. So none of my ceramic nibs go on the Remarkable 2. I mean, they wouldn't go on the Remarkable Paper Pro because they got this proprietary pen that you have to use with it. This isn't even it. Where is it at? It's right here. They got this proprietary pen that you have to use with it. But like I said, I love the nib that they use on this pen. I love it. It's great. I want one. You know what though? I haven't even tried to take it out yet. Oh, okay. I just tried to take it out. Let's take a look at this thing. All right, so that's what we got there. Oh no. Can we see that? Anyway, that right there is what the nib looks like. But I hear that it's a carbon like something or other. I don't know what it is, but the tip is what I understand is a carbon. They call it a carbon filled tip on their marketing. What that means, I have no idea. So yeah, you guys don't have to worry about scratching your screens with the people have titanium nibs, ceramic nibs, which I love, and a new material that I'm working with. On to the next topic we got here. What do we got? I asked twice, should we poke around the Neo Reader? No one said anything, so I'm assuming that's a no. Hard pass on that. So what do we got next here? Supernote and Note Air 4C updates. Did anyone see that on their devices? We got Supernote and Note Air 4C updates. I got both of them. Uh, Both of them weren't. I, I I didn't care enough to even like make notes on them. We can look at it if you guys want though, but I didn't even make notes on them because I'm like, okay, one of them was just an update to the Supernote that they messed up, and then this is the fix for that mess up. Like, okay, we put an update. It killed machines. It literally killed them. So sorry, but we'll stop that update and we'll release it when it's ready. And now I can think it's ready because they just released it. So it was the same update, and I read those notes. There was nothing I cared about in there. I did care about one thing. Uh, Mashup Mike, what do you think about the new update? Mull it over while I continue here. So I did care about one thing, reselecting, because you can select text, make it a header, select the same text, make it a keyword, select that same text again, make it a to do, select it again, and make it something else. Like you can link it after. I mean, you can do so much. They made that whole process easier, so they or streamline that process. Gregory says no update on yours. Which device are we talking about? Supernote or the 4C? Okay, cool, cool, cool. Yeah, I got pushed one, but it was talking about something I could care less about. I'm like, dude, are you fixing the Notes app? No, I don't care. I don't care. Let me know when you fix it, and I'll go back to the 4C. Because right now, I'm using the 3C, even though I have it up on eBay for sale. I didn't even. I had to go and open the box. I had it in the box already. I'm like, it's a slam dunk. I'm getting rid of this thing. It's not so simple. Not so simple. Um, any worthy updates you guys care about that we want to talk about? There was nothing exciting for me, but if you guys felt like something was exciting, throw it in the chat. We'll talk about it. We'll definitely talk about it. Next we got is I'm gonna bring up something that's not e-ink, but it's something that I use while I'm using my tablets when I'm writing, and I'm doing work at night. Lo-fi Girl. Who knew Lo-fi Girl was awesome? Lo-fi Girl on YouTube. I'm telling you, like I can't think with music on. I've tried it many times. Someone was like, "Oh, try some like lo-fi music without words and all that." I'm like, "Okay, cool." The first thing that pops up on my thing is Lo-fi Girl, and I'm like, "Oh, it's a chick with a cat sitting in front of her window. Oh, cute. I'll watch this." But then I'm like, "Oh, I can actually work to this." It was just in the background chilling. I'm like, "Oh, that's awesome." One up for the Lo-fi Girl. um, oh, you know what I do want to do though? Mashup Mike says, nothing great. I want subheaders on the Supernote. Subheaders. Okay, gotcha. That would be great. Uh, the Note Air 2. What do I know about the? I don't. Mr. Demib. Demib. I don't know anything about that. What is that? I'm curious now. The iFlytek Air Note 2. Is it a knockoff of the Boox Air Note 2? Oh, Amanda, I haven't even been able to try the outline function because every time I start writing notes of any length that would require an outline, I start having issues. So I haven't even been able to test that, and I'm so mad because that was the thing that I was so much looking forward to this for. I'm like, finally, someone ripped off the Supernote and they're like headers thing. Like, finally. I did get a chance to play around with it for a second though, and it doesn't seem to be what the Supernote does. It's more akin to what the Penstar does on the eNote. Actually, it's exactly what the Penstar does on the eNote. They don't have subheaders there though on the eNote. Ooh, okay, let's check it out. Let's check it out. Mr. Demeeb says that there is a Reddit posting that we should check out. Oh, here we go. I want to see this thing. What is it called? The iFlytek. See if that gets us anywhere. Ooh, AI Note Air 2. Oh wow. Okay, let's look at this, guys. Let's check this. Let's check this out. I don't know how of you have seen this, but hold on. Let's go to the chat first before we jump into there. We got CJ says a Japanese YouTuber dropped a first impression review of the new Quaderno. His name is Matt2 Square. In case you want to check it out. Yeah, we're going to check that out too. I might go to a shop here to have a look at it myself. Okay. Mashup Mike says they have a store online with the product there as well. Nice. Okay, yeah, we're going to check that out too. But let's check this out real quick.
The folks over at iFlytek, they sent me the iFlytek AI Note Air 2. And this is a little bit different than other eInk tablets that I've found in, I think, a good way. So I want to say thanks to them. They sponsored this video. All opinions on this video are my opinions. So I'm just sort of giving you my straight up opinion about what this guy is. But first, let's go ahead and get through some of the specs that exist here. It is 8.2 inches.
It was loud in my head too.
HD eInk screen. That's 1440 by 1920 with a 293 pixels per inch density. CPU is a 1.8 gigahertz quad core, 32 gigabits of storage.
Let's go back.
Wi-Fi
let's go
6
back.
Bluetooth
Let's go
per
back.
inch.
Let's go back.
This video, all opinions on this video are my opinions. So I'm just sort of giving you my straight up opinion about what this.
So what size is that? Looks like a 7-inch. What are we thinking? A 7-inch? Does he go into that? Maybe he'll go into it.
Get through some of the specs that exist here. It is 8.2 inches.
Okay, 8.2 inches.
Screen.
HD eInk.
That's 1440 by 1920 with a 293 pixels per inch density. CPU is a 1.8 gigahertz quad core, 32 gigabits of storage, Wi-Fi 6, Bluetooth 5. This is kind of...
They didn't talk about RAM. With a quad core processor, it probably has max 2 maybe. Oh, what's going on, Ed? How you doing, brother? Thanks for joining us. Glad you can make it. Oh, no doubt. Movie night. I respect it. We're just looking at this this AI Note Air 2. I don't know if you've seen that, Ed, but it's we're just looking at it. We're about to see.
The important thing.
But like I said, I don't think the RAM. I don't think the RAM is up where it needs to be. For sure. I could be wrong on that.
This has 4 microphones. It's got 4 microphones and a single speaker that runs across the top here. 2600 milliamp hour battery, USB Type-C for charging and transferring things to and from the device if you choose to do it that way. It also has a 5 megapixel camera.
2600 milliamp hour battery. Okay. Master Mike says the stylus has a built-in eraser, so it should be whatever, man. Whatever. Listen, I'm not on the eraser train. I'm just saying, bro.
And this camera is interesting because it's not a camera to take pictures with exactly. This is a document scanning camera.
Okay, why are we doing this? What's the difference between a camera and a document scanning camera? They're both cameras. I guess they're saying, okay, it's low megapixels, so we're just gonna call it a document scanning camera because it's gonna be crap at taking pictures. Like, what's the difference? I wish I knew.
Dimensions of the device: 7.6 by 5.4 this way. It weighs 0.51 pounds. I don't know what that is.
Dude, tell us in grams. We're universal over here. We don't care about pounds.
In grams. It runs on a...
Going to the chat real quick. Ed says, I don't think iFlytek was eInk. Thought was just black and white. Oh, we about to find out. Mashup says they got 4 gigabytes of RAM in there. I'm surprised. I'm surprised at that 4 gigs with that quad-core processor. Okay.
A custom Android 11 system.
Android 11? Who cares? I mean, I don't really care what the Android number is.
So it comes with a passive Wacom electromagnetic pen, and it has a reading light. It has a backlight or a front light or whatever you want to call it on an eInk screen. 24 levels of adjustability, as well as warmth and coldness, temperature-wise, coloring.
I was going to say something, but
day or nighttime reading. So let's go through some of the features that this guy has, and I'll tell you a little bit about.
Hey, what's going on, Mike? I got here late. Took the family out for dinner. What did I miss? A5X2 release announcement? Yeah, whatever, man.
How it's different, how they intend you to
Keep
use it
dreaming.
a little bit differently than what other eInk tablets.
You'll wake up Christmas morning and it won't be
what you
here.
Suggest that you do. Press 3 seconds
New Year,
to
though.
power
It
on,
may be a good New
and
Year's
then
gift.
It comes to life eventually. So this is what you're greeted with when you open up the tablet. You've got notes, schedule, and reading, so you can...
Mr. Dameep says 230 grams per the website. Yeah, it's that doesn't seem too bad. That doesn't seem too bad. Once you break that 300 gram mark, the 350 gram mark, I mean, then you, like, for something small like that, then it's a problem, because that's getting into 10-inch territory.
Sort of separate.
That's 10.3 weight right there.
The different sections out, but it starts out in.
Oh, it's not eInk. Oh, who led us down this road? Oh, who led us down this non-e-ink road? You had me excited. Listen, all right, from now on, let's do this, you guys, in chat. All right, chat, here we go. Let's make a hard, fast rule right now, chat. If it's not e-ink, let's preface it with, this is not e-ink, but have you heard about... I forgive you, though. I forgive you. We didn't make that rule yet. There was no rule in place. Like, how were you supposed to know? You weren't. I set you up for failure on that. My bad. Now we have that rule in place. So let's get on board with that. All right. Let's get back to this thing. You know what? Since we're invested like halfway into this, we might as well just take a look and see what this thing can do.
Cool feature, and I think makes this especially.
Oh, it says e-ink display. Yeah, I thought he did say HD e-ink. You know what? Let's watch the rest of this. Let's get to the bottom of this. Let's see what this thing actually is.
To people, obviously, people who go to a lot of meetings or people who are in school or something like that. First thing that I really noticed when I got this and I took it out of the box and I started to use it was I was making my iPad mini video, and every time I make a video, I'll do a first cut, and then if there is B-roll that I want to get.
Ed says two different things on Amazon, so I'm confused. So just go with. No doubt, we going with it. We going with it. What's going on, Dan? Nice to see you, bro. We're trying to figure out what this iFly AI Note thing is.
So I had just gotten this out of the box, and I said to myself, well, I have to do this shot list, and I didn't have a notebook on my desk. I needed to write something down.
I will say this. I like the way it looks. Like, I'm all for new form factors. I'm tired of seeing the same form factors in e-ink. I like that thing. I like it. It's different. Oh, wrong one. All right, here we go.
Pretty cool feature, and I think makes this especially valuable to people, obviously people who go to a lot of meetings or people who are in school or something like that. First thing that I really noticed when I got this and I took it out of the box and I started to use it was I was making my iPad
Come on, mashup.
video.
That's almost 300 PPI, bro.
Video, I'll do a first cut, and then if there is B-roll that I want to get, and if I have to go and find some of that
that's almost
stuff,
300 PPI.
I'll go through and I'll put
I think it's not 300 PPI because it's larger than the 7.8. It probably has the same amount of pixels or whatever for the as a 7.8 inch screen, but it's 8 point whatever inches. So it's it's dropping that PPI down below 300. That would be my guess.
I have to do this shot list, and I didn't have a notebook on my desk. I needed to write something down. I could have typed it into Apple Notes or something like that. But that's not always the easiest way to get to your notes if you have to have something open and be using it. I just took them all down here, and as I got through them, I just marked things out. And then I just went through this list after I got all the shots. And
why is he acting like crossing something out is a big deal?
And put them in, and it was the most seamless use of any device like this that I've had.
What? They all work that way. There is not one e-ink note-taking device on the market that you can't write stuff down and then mark it off. Like, what is he talking about? Did I miss something? I clearly missed something. Let's go back here. Oh boy, wrong one.
But ultimately, what really matters when you're using a device like this is how is the handwriting? Does it feel good to use it?
It is a good looking device.
And take the notes, or
what do you guys think?
To write down your list
I like the way it looks.
Or to input your schedule. There's some really cool scheduling stuff that you can do inside.
I don't mind having a forehead instead of a chin.
You can do
I don't mind that.
Transform into a to-do. If you write something after it, you can have a focus event with a star. You put a star beside something, and it'll put in it as a focus event.
So whoa! What did he just say?
Very cool.
Whoa!
Really
Kino Wasabi.
To do if you write something after it. Really cool scheduling stuff that you can do inside of notes, where you can do a circle that will transform into a to-do. If you write something after it, you can have a focus event with a star. You put a star beside something, and it'll put in it as a
Oh, Mashup says seamless. Seamless crossing out. Word. Yeah, he was making that sound like it was the best thing since sliced bread. Oh, you can so seamlessly cross this out, bro. It's so with his sarcasm, his facetiousness, dude, like I like these features. Did you guys hear that? You circle. He's like, you circle something, right? And then after you circle it, whatever you write after it is a to-do or something similar to that. But my point is, it's a gesture that can make a to-do instead of you having to go to a to-do list. He also mentioned putting a star by something to make it a focus item, similar to what the Supernote does. Supernote starring system acts a little bit differently, but I mean, I'm liking their ideas.
Focus event. So the scheduling stuff is very cool, but what's really important is how is the writing? You've got templates that you can put in here. You've got several different kinds of templates. You've got planner templates, schedule, daily schedule, weekly, monthly. Then you've got documents, minutes of meetings, key forms, and Cornell, which I don't really know what that is. Okay, analysis, document. Writing in this, I found the drag of the pen across the page has a nice resistance because of this sort of soft tip that's on here. It's not like an Apple Pencil or anything like that. It's
AKA felt, chat. AKA felt. It's a soft material. It's felt, bro. They're packing felt like everybody else. All right, let's get into it.
Not like a Galaxy the Ultra devices from Samsung. It has a very sort of soft touch to it, so it does feel like you're getting connection to the pad, which for me is imperative in a device like this. If you're going to be using it in the place of paper, then it has to feel good, sort of the same, and give you the same kind of tactile feeling that paper would.
I
And
agree
then
with
it
that.
has to add value on top of that. And I
There
think
you
that
go.
the AI Note Air 2 adds a ton of value just with those features of being able to record. And
Well, hey, I think it might be interesting. I think it might be interesting. What do we think, chat? Amanda says, I really love. Listen, the cross out feature, bro. That's the standout feature. Amanda, you and Mike, I tell you. You and Mike. Christina Ray says, it can record and transcribe meetings in 14 languages. Does he even have enough time left to go into that? No. Connection to the pad is key. Mike says. Mashup says, too technical, way over my head. No, that seamless line drawing, you don't even know, bro. You don't even know. Dan says, need to see more about it. Yeah, I do too. I do too. I definitely want to see more about this thing. It looks interesting, though. It looks interesting. I'm writing it down right now. All right, I think we're back with the sound. My sounds went out. I gotta whatever it is after the stream. I'm gonna fix that sound. This doesn't happen to me in my morning streams. Only the evening, and only done once. That's really not fair to say the evenings, but still, you guys get the point. All right. If we only do one test here, this is the test I want to do. Oh, is it working now? I don't know what's going on with my sound, you guys. If it keeps acting up, we'll cut the stream. We'll cut the stream for a while if it keeps acting like this. But we'll cut the stream till Monday if it keeps acting like this. But we'll push on. We'll see how far we can get because I really want to get through this test. And I'm back. Oh, okay. Am I back now though? Am I? I see that it says that the audio out and I'm gone again. Hopefully I'm back now. If I'm back, someone let me know in chat. Okay, good. All right. We may cut this stream short because I don't know what's happening with this audio here, and the audio is causing some other problems. But we're gonna push on for now. Okay, I'm back and sound good. All right. Like I said, we're gonna push on here. We're gonna push on here and see how far we can get because I got a couple more things I want to get through this live stream, and the test is really what I want to know. So, all right, now in the chat, let me know which selection tool on which device you guys think is the best one. Now, I only got a few here to like really test from. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna test the Boox. The most powerful Boox product I have is the 4. We're not gonna do the 4C. I'm not even gonna set myself up for failure. We're gonna try the 3C. So we'll try the 3C on the Boox side. We'll try the Nomad on the Supernote side. We'll try which one should we try for the Remarkable? We can do the Paper Pro or the Remarkable 2. I don't really care. They both work really well to me. So whichever one you guys want to try for that, we'll try. And we'll try the eNote, the Penstar eNote, and we'll also try the Viwoods AI paper. But you guys let me know which one of those tools you think is the best or has the best selection tools available and works the best. And we're about to test it right now. So let's go ahead and take a look at them. All right. Are we still good? I fear it's this cable I have right here that's causing the problems. It's been acting crazy lately. All right, so let's put this over here. All right. All right, so the sound should be back. It'll go out and I'll pull it back. But hopefully we can get through this example here. I'm keeping my eye on it over here, so I'm recognizing when it drops out, and hopefully I'm catching it before it becomes a problem. But we'll leave the laptop right there because I really think that's what's happening. I really think the USB-C that's connecting all of my stuff here is having I might have to get a different cable for it. Evening stream. Who would have thought I would have this kind of problem? I'm like, oh, this would be an evening stream, a nice little chill evening. No hiccups, no worries, no stress. It's stressing me out already. Already. So I'm hoping, I'll be ready for next week's Saturday stream. We can't have this going on. All right, so anyway. All right, so we're back. So let me know in the chat what do you guys think as far as selection tools. And I'm going to test each one of them right now. We're going to look at each of them. And I'll let you know how I feel about it. I only want to do one test. That'll be it. All right, let's do it. All right, so what we did get in the chat before I cut out was we got organized with change. Oh, yeah, word. It's the Remarkable Paper Pro's fault all this is happening. It's too close to the computer. I knew something was going to happen. All right, so I don't know how many I can fit in this view right here. I can fit at least 3. Yeah, I can fit at least 3. What we'll do is I'll go from what I think is the best. And Mike says he's with Ed. Okay. If anybody else in here want to chime in, what they think is the best? Mashup Mike says the same thing. Everyone's agreeing with the Supernote. It seems like everyone's in agreement that the Supernote is probably the best selection tool. Well, not the tools, just the selection tool itself. Just let me show you guys what I mean. So, what I mean by that is, we'll do it on the Viwoods here. Oh, why isn't my fingerprint working? Oh, this thing is finicky. I even did a fingerprint test too. All right, well, I'm gonna have to put the pin in. 1 second, you guys. All right. So essentially, and I never have passwords on these things. I'm not even sure why I have that password on there. But let's go to a paper note here. I think I have a pretty decent sized note on this device. Move this microphone back a little bit. So I think I have a pretty decent note on this device for change. Let's go back here. Well, I don't have a big one, but whoa. Okay, so what I mean is just actually we'll go back to that note because it's already stuff there. So basically what I mean is the selection tool. So this is the selection tool on the Viwoods AI paper. So when you select some text like this, and then you get that right there, like that's what I want to know. What do you guys think has the best selection tool out of the devices that we talked about earlier? Oh, okay, I get you. I get what you're saying now, Master Mike. Well, that to me is one of those things. That to me is a big reason why I like it. But a bigger reason why I like it is what I'm about to go into right now, just to show everybody like why I like it so much. But we're gonna try it on all of them just to get it on video. So essentially, selecting on the Viwoods, you get selection tools, which to me is like what you should get. You should get a set of selection tools at the site of selection. You should also be able to move things around without there being too much of this, right? Um, this isn't the best experience for moving text around, especially when you want to be precise with it. I love that they have. I love the way they do it. It's a square that gets highlighted. I love that. I love that you get a tool to like spin it around. More importantly, I like the tool that you get to. One, can I keep this? There we go. I like the whoa. They all if they let you change or slide these things and spin these things, they should also have a meter for you to just put them back to like straight. That's good enough. All right, so I like the fact that they have these at the corners so you can scale it like that, versus just being able to make it skinny or to shorten it like this. I do like that. That's something you don't get on of at least two of the devices that we're going to talk about here. Oh, should I move that? Yeah. I'm going to have to jump out. All right, Ed. Hey, thanks for coming in, brother. I appreciate you. Have a good evening. I'm going to try to move this. I think the sound's going to drop. I hope not, though. Oh, snap. We still got sound. It might still work. Ed, I mean, Mike, don't tell Ed that. Ed, don't believe him. He's making things up. He's making things up. All right, so but I do like that they give you those options here. So let's do that again. So I do like they give you the options there. I just don't like moving it around. Like moving it around is a hassle, right? But they give you some good options. They give you AI options, some cut, copy. I'm sure a paste would show up if you had that or had anything on the clipboard. I think this is a convert the text here. You can change the language and you can put it in trash. Like I love that they give you those options. That's how it should be on all of these devices. The only downside I say on the Viwoods for their selection tool would be the sluggishness. That's it. That's the only downside. All right, we're gonna get rid of the Viwoods now. The sluggishness keeps the Viwoods back. That's what keeps the Viwoods back, in my opinion. You know what? Now you've started a rumor, Mike. Then you just started a rumor for no reason. I don't like erasers. That's not a thing. All right. So now we got the eNote here. So let's talk about the eNote, and we got the Remarkable Paper Pro here. So we might as well just go ahead and talk about that too. So let's go ahead and turn this on and select some text on the eNote. Well, it was on. Whoa, didn't even know that. Okay, so I have the select or the selection but lasso as a button here. So I'm just going to select this right here. Oh, maybe I will. Maybe I won't. Oh, I won't. Oh, it's the wrong pen. That's why. I forgot. You need a special pen for this thing. Okay. All right. All right. So here we go. And that was a line. That's not what I wanted. Can we undo? There we go. Perfect. All right. Again, another line. Okay, here we go. Now they got the selection tool. All right, the problem with the Penstar eNote selection tool is that, well, it's a few things. It's sluggish for one, like we just saw on the Viwoods. You can see just moving it around is not as well. I will say it's not as sluggish as the Viwoods. It's sluggish. As a matter of fact, it's getting more sluggish as we go. So maybe it is as sluggish as the Viwood, maybe even worse. But that's just one of the problems, right? Um, the other problem is when I selected it, like, well, you can tap it and get tools. So we'll tap it and then we'll get a set of tools. No, we won't. Let's try it again. We selected it, we tapped it. Now we get a tool selection, which isn't bad. That's okay with me. I'd rather just have the tools there as soon as you select something, but whatever. So with this though, you get the cut, copy, and you get to bold. And I think that's cool as crap. I like that option. It's to me, it's something you can do to text that's already there that doesn't require color. Like it's a signifier that is important, and you don't even need color for that. And or highlight. And I mean, you can do a combination of highlighting and bolding, and then make your own little system. But I think bolding is something they all should add for the handwriting. Every last one of them. I think every last one of them needs bolding for the handwriting. All right, continuing. But that's an awesome option. So we'll pull that down here. I think that's an awesome option. So we'll hit the bold button there, and you'll see that just get a little darker. I love that. I love that. I think they all should have that. But as far as manipulating the text and moving it around, it's just another sluggish system. And they don't give you as many tools as what we get on the AI paper with Viwoods. But you do get bolding, and that to me kind of makes up for some of that. Another thing you don't get here is you can't manipulate the size, right? I don't know why they chose to do it this way, but you can't manipulate the size of the text in here in any way. All you can do is move it, cut it, copy it, or bold it. That's it. And you need more options than that. You know what I mean? For digital writing, I want to fit certain things. Say I want to move this down here, and maybe it's too long for this sentence. I should be able to shorten it without having to rewrite what I wrote. Say it's a whole paragraph. You know what I mean? And I want to fit a paragraph into a section that, I want it to be in. It makes sense to be there, but I don't want to rewrite everything. An option to resize it is integral, in my opinion. But anyway, moving on. So that's the selection tool for the eNote. Now we're gonna do the selection tool for the Paper Pro. I don't know anybody that chose the Remarkable for the selection tool here, but I'm not gonna front. I don't mind the Remarkable. Which one of these pens are we using here? Which one we got? All right, here we go. All right, so for the Remarkable, their selection tool is good. Now, I'm I'm a little biased right now for the selection tool of the Remarkable because it does some things I think that they all should do but don't do. The first thing that it does that I think they all should do that don't do is this right here. And it will select, oh, it won't. It didn't do it. Oh, okay, my bad. I got layers. Let me put the right layer on. There we go. There we go. Okay, now we can try it. So you draw a line and hold it, and you select everything below it, and it selects everything below, like legit everything. You know how useful that is, like on a day-to-day basis to me, like just reorganizing notes. Man, they struck gold with that gesture. They struck gold with that one. Everyone needs to copy that ASAP. Rocky, definitely. So I love that. So their selection tool to me is pretty good. Not only is it quick, like it selects things really quickly, and you get this kind of tool, which is cool. You get cut, copy, and you get the convert to text right here. Which cut, copy is to me all you really need. They don't have headers here. They don't have links. They have tags. So maybe that would have been a cool thing to add to this, tags. Every option you have in the toolbar to me should be added to the selection toolbar. I think that's just the way that they all should go about doing it, but they all don't go about doing it that way. But any tool you have here that's relevant to what you selected should be here, in my opinion. Anyway, moving on, but it's so seamless. See how quick this is? I'm moving like all kinds of text right here, and it's so seamless and quick. The only downside to this system to me is that you can't shorten it to make it shorter, or squish it to make it thinner to fit into spaces that aren't the size that it is initially. Yeah, I definitely have layers, definitely. So yeah, but this is one of those things. I love it because of this. This is like one of the most fluid moving selection tools around. It's not the best, but it's good. Way better than the eNote and the Viwoods AI paper that we just saw, right? And they give you some tools, not the biggest array of tools, but they give you something. Cut, copy. That's good enough for me. I mean, I could use more, but that's the basics. You know what I'm saying? So, not bad. So I like their tool. Their tool is a step above the ones that we just saw, both of them, because it's way more fluid, and that gesture that lets you select everything below. Holy cow! I mean, that's something you get used to, and you don't want to go back. You just don't want to go back. I'll go into the chat. Okay. Big Brother was chosen over me by my younger children. Listen, it's not like that sometimes. It's like that sometimes. But I'm glad to have you back. Mashup says, I agree. It should all be available once selected. Absolutely. Once selected, and it can be context. It can be situational. Give me what you think I might need. Give me everything you think I might need, and just leave the rest off. All right. So, but anyway, I like this tool because it is quick. It is quick. Not the quickest, but it is quick. And also, like I said, that line drawing thing, oh my goodness, that's just invaluable. That is just invaluable. Ed says, I admire your dedication to showing off the inferior tools of other devices. Everyone does have their own favorite devices, man. But yeah, we'll get to that. So that's the Remarkable Paper Pro there. We'll put this back over here because I'm actually still using that. Let me put my layer back up. I almost forgot about my layers. All right, there we go. Layer back on. Okay, so next device we're going to talk about is going to be the Boox. And I'm going to use a special pen for this. I'll be right back. I got to get this pen. Okay, I love this pen right here. I've been dying to use it on camera. A good friend of mine, Dan. I love this pen. I do. The angular nature of it is just, and the white tip, even though it's felt, I hate felt, but it's white felt, so it feels good. Mashup says, you mean on TV? Yeah, on TV. All right, so let's go ahead and get into here. Oh, I got Jesus. I gotta log in again. I don't even know what the password is. None of my devices used to have passwords. I don't know how these passwords got on these devices. I don't know. Maybe I was doing testing for the fingerprint reader, and I needed a password. I'm like, why my devices have passwords now? All right. Anyway, so selection tool. So let's open a note here on the Note Air 3C, the best C, the best Note Air. All right, let's go to another page here. Oh, wow. This is not what I wanted to have. Oh, we're not opening any of those. Okay, quick notes. All right, there we go. All right, so we'll just open one of these notes right here, and we'll open the selection tool. So what we'll do is we won't even select a lot of stuff. We'll just select something, right? So we'll just go ahead and select this. And if you guys aren't using that AI scribble to select and erase stuff on your Boox products, you should be. You can just let me go out of this real quick. So you can just scribble over something like that and delete it. It's awesome. Um, you can do things like, actually, you can do things like circle something to select it. You don't have to select the selection tool. It's awesome. I love it. Anyway, the selection tool on the Boox products. As we can see here, it's not as quick as the Remarkable. It's a bit sluggish. It's about as sluggish as the AI paper from Viwoods. But the Viwoods has the advantage over this in sluggishness in that you can still see what you're doing as you're moving it. This is a jumbled mess when you're moving it. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just a jumbled mess. Another downside to the selection tool is you don't get any tools. You get one tool, and that's an AI tool, and I think that's a conversion tool. It's converting this to text. You don't get cut, copy, paste. You don't get bolding. You don't get anything. I don't know what it is. I don't know. So, but you know what? A good thing about it is they have the corners here that you can anchor, or the corner anchors here, to where you can scale it, like the AI paper. I mistakenly hit the AI button. Jeez, I did not want to do that. Let's undo that. There we go. So you can select this corner anchor to scale it. Oh, I did it again. All right, we're not going to hit that corner to scale it anymore. We'll hit that other corner over here. All right, there we go. So we can grab a corner and scale it like that. So that's one of the things I really like that it has. You can also grab a corner over here and spin it if you want. You can make it thinner or wider, longer or shorter. I like that. They give you all those options, but no tools here, which I think is the oddest thing. This is the oddest thing. All right, what we got going on in the chat here? It was just Gregory says was just running some tests on my 4C. Lasso selection is faster than AI selection. Oh. Oh, maybe that's the issue. Maybe you know what I'm on I mean if I don't do it before Monday on Monday stream I'm gonna try that. We'll definitely try that. All right, so moving on. So I like the selection tool for the Boox product. Thanks for mentioning that, Gregory. I really appreciate that. Oh man, I didn't finish the chat. So we got Christina says apparently my handwriting looks enough like a scribble. Sometimes it disappears. Join the club. My handwriting is terrible, and I've been told so by many of commenters. So, Mashup Mike says, "Don't worry, he'll change his mind. He was just shrilling an iFly AI." Oh my goodness! You see how rumors get started? You see? All right. Mike says, "I'm truly hurt by the love you are showing the Remarkable. It's the only tablet I don't have." Yo, listen, it's we'll talk about it. So that's the tool for the Boox products. Sluggish and soupy and no site of selection tools. But you do get anchors at every corner, so that's something. But it's the worst selection tool to me. Like at least the Viwoods gives you a whole bunch of tools once you select it, if in case you don't need to move it. And at least the Remarkable is quick, and they give you some site of selection tools. The Viwoods, at least you get. Honestly, it beats the Viwoods. I mean, not the Viwoods, the eNote. It beats the eNote. The eNote's just terrible. I mean, they offer you the bold option, which is awesome. It's cool. I like it. I wish everyone had it. But it's so sluggish, you can't manipulate the text. Like the Boox is only better than the eNote right now. So, Ed says, dude, in defense of Mike, the eraser flip flop is not a rumor. Whoa, that's a total rumor, and it's not true. So, All right. Let's go ahead and go on to the what other device we got here. Oh, before we get to the Supernote. Oh, let's get out the Oh, we don't have any other device, do we? I think we've gone through them all. Have we gone through them all? I think we did. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we went through them all. Man, holy cow. Holy. Mike, don't encourage. I mean, Ed, don't encourage Mike. Yeah, I don't know what it is about my writing. It's terrible. All right, so, this is the moment of truth right here. This is the God. This device right here is the God of selection tools. It's the God of selection tools. You can't get better than this. You can't. Well, what are we talking about then? What we got going on here in the chat? Listen, I'm done with you and Ed, Mike. I'm going back to the Supernote. I'm glad you stayed too, Ed. Actually, you know what? You've been egging on this whole situation, Ed. I'm not sure anymore. I'm dying so much over here. I'm like literally crying. That was hilarious. All right, we got the Supernote here. Everyone in chat ignored Mike and Ed. They're up to no good for no reason. So, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna put the Supernote at such a big disadvantage. I selected the smallest amount of text I could select for all of those devices. The Supernote though, I'm gonna select everything, and I'm gonna use and since Ed is here, I'm gonna use the gesture to do it. I got it to work reliably. So here we go. What do you know about that? What do you know about that? That is just awesome. So not only is the selection tool a gesture, that actually works reliably because it's not on the screen. These sidebars work good. Screen, not so much. But now you got you got it all selected. Oh, I love this. I love this. You get every tool you could want up top here. You get tools you didn't even know you needed, but you do. You need them all. Every last one of them. It's so great. It's so great. Yes, I used a gesture, and it worked. I finally got it to work reliably. So, you know what? I'm gonna throw the gesture hammer in the chat. This is the kind of stuff you can get when you become a member, like, of the channel next week. got to throw the gesture hammer in the chat. We didn't need the gesture hammer for this. It actually worked this time. So, all right. Anyway, back to what I was saying. I love it. You get all the tools up here. You get a copy tool. You get a paste tool. You get the cut tool. You get the header tool. You get the keyword tool. You get the calendar, which is basically to-dos and calendar. I mean, go away title. The title won't go away. But you get the point. You get links down here, and you get the trash can. You get everything you could want. You get the spinny thing, and the best thing, it's not sluggish. This is a whole page of stuff, and it's not sluggish. I love it. I love it. It's just the greatest. You know what? The one downside, though, the one thing I will say about the Supernote selection tool that it doesn't have, that some of the other tools have, that aren't as quick and then don't have as many selection tools and aren't as nicely done. It doesn't have the gestures it doesn't have the anchors where you can squish it to make it smaller or thin or anchors to make it thinner. You can't do that with this. You can only scale it, which is it's okay. You know what I'm saying? It's all right. But give me 2 more anchors here. Give me the 2 anchors right here. Give me the 2 anchors right here, and we're golden. You got the perfect tool. So that's my gripe for it. That's the thing right there. That's the thing. So just give me the anchors, Ratta, and you got the perfect tool. You got the perfect selection tool. Just give me the anchors. That's it. That's my rant. That's my rant. So that's the only demonstration I wanted to do tonight. Glad we got that out of the way. I got that out of my system. I feel better. The heart feels relieved now. I've been wanting to get that out of my system for months. Now you guys know. Now you know. How's everybody doing out there? Thank you for joining me. If you guys are just joining, or if you joined while I was on that long rant about the selection tools, and while my good friends Mashup Mike and Ed is here flaming me about my flip-flopping, which I assure you, despite their gisting in the chats, I'm not a flip-flopper. I don't flip-flop. I'm pretty consistent. But, oh boy. But when new information comes available, I reserve the right to change my mind. Like any true scientist. With new information comes new facts. CJ says, looks great. I just wish it came in a bigger screen size. And it will, brother. It will. We'll have that A5X2 before you could say, Happy New Year. Because it ain't coming till after then, brother. It ain't coming till after then. But it's coming. We'll have it. Ed says, okay, really heading out this time. Melissa still loves me. All right, take care, man. Good night. I'm actually about to ride out of here, too. It's been fun. What else we got here on the list, though? Do we have anything left on the list? That was it. Oh, you know what? One more thing. So I wanted, since we were talking about the remarkable, I was talking to someone in the comments the other day. Yeah, Mr. Demeep, it's definitely coming out before the A5X3 in 2035. But the remarkable. So I want to leave off with this remarkable rant. Just real quick remarkable rant. And happy Chinese New Year, Gregory. To CJ, no less, because I know CJ is in Japan. So the remarkable too. I was talking to someone in the comments today, and they were like, "Oh, the remarkable, they don't get this much love," and blah. I'm like, and then I thought, I haven't done this many videos on the remarkable, even though I'm loving the remarkable right now, both the 2 and the Paper Pro. But I was like, you know what? A lot of the videos I make are showing people how to use things, right? I'm showing people how to use stuff, and that is not something you have to do a lot of with the remarkable. It's just not. The remarkable is a system that you can just use, and you can give it to anyone, and they figured it out within minutes. And so for a device like that, like when I go through and try to make a detailed tutorial or something, or I'm trying to unearth like features that are uncommon that people typically aren't talking about or something like that, you can't do a lot of that with the remarkable because, it's just so well built. There's not much to unearth there. And all the menus are surface level. Like you're not drilling down and menu crawling like you do on other devices on the Remarkable Paper Pro. And that's another reason why I don't make a lot of videos on it, even though it's a device I absolutely love, both of them, for different reasons though. But yeah, so I wanted to say that. And another thing, they're not in controversy like other companies might be in. Like they're not in the news. You know what I mean? They keep a low profile. They do, you know what they do? They do marketing. That's it. They don't do a lot of this. They don't do a lot of talking. The execs ain't out there talking on Reddit. They ain't out there just, they don't do a lot of talking. They do a lot of marketing, and that's it. They market and make a hell of a device. So it's simple. It doesn't do everything I need a device to do, which is why I have to have more than one. Like I don't think any of them do everything I need, but I would never be able to deal with just the remarkable. But in a world where I have options, the remarkable is an indispensable part of my workflow. In a world where I have options, I could get by without it with other devices, but in a world where I have it and it does things that other devices don't do, I like having it. But yeah, so that's the reason why, I don't do a lot of remarkable videos, even though I am doing my remarkable review for the Paper Pro. A lot of the other devices are complicated to the point to where sometimes having a tutorial or someone explain certain things that they've, discovered on their journey with the rest of the world, and so that they know, and maybe they haven't stumbled across that piece of software or that tool or whatever to use it. And that's beneficial in a lot of cases. So, but that's why I don't do a lot of Remarkable videos, because it's not a lot to like educate people on the Remarkable. It's really well made, and the software is super intuitive. Although I need to do an overview of the software, and I am. I definitely need to do an overview of the software, and that's definitely coming. It says because it doesn't do anything. It's a note taker, and it excels at that. And you know what? It's probably like, you can't argue the build quality. You can't argue the build quality. You can't argue the fact that it does have tools that none of the other systems have, and that I wish they did have. That infinite scroll is just, oh my goodness. But anyway, we'll bring that up in the review. But yeah, I just wanted to bring that up to everybody. Just to throw that out there in case anybody thought I was like hating on this Remarkable. The opposite. I love the Remarkable. It's an awesome device. It's an awesome device amongst the other devices that I have. They all have their use cases and situations. And that'll be that. So yeah, I really appreciate. Let me get. There we go. Oh no, that was the wrong one. Bam. Okay, there we go. So I really appreciate everyone joining me for this live stream. It's been an experience. We had a lot of sound problems. I'm gonna fix these sound issues. I don't know what's happening. I really think it's my USB-C cable. I really think it's a USB-C cable, and I need to get another one of those, or at least an adapter to angle it so that it's not like sticking out, pulling on itself. But yeah, so I got the live stream coming up Monday. If you guys are interested in that, 10 a.m. Monday through Friday, live stream every day. If you guys can join me Eastern time for those. We have, what else? We got the membership coming up Monday, and the live stream is coming up on the 30th. So don't forget that, you guys. I got all of those things coming up, and I'll talk more about that when I do the live stream on Monday. All right, you guys, take care, and I'll see you later.